Hello and welcome back to this week's vlog.
So Emily with the wonderful Luna again, about to go out with our experienced day guest. Oh, got lovely weather today. Is she your favourite bird, Emily?
One of them, yes.
Which is your favourite bird here, not your own one at home?
She's a close first, I think.
She's a close first. You've got a really good bond with her, haven't you? How long have you been working with her now?
Just over a year and a half now-ish, I think.
Wow, that's gone quick, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But you've certainly got a good bond. From a very nervous bird, she's very, very relaxed in your company now, isn't she?
Yeah. We should stop chewing my grass.
She's keen to go. But she's also very relaxed with our guests now, thanks to your sort of hard work, isn't she? So, that's a really good shout out to Kev, who sort of brought her here during hard times, because I'm sure he'll be glad to know that the baby owl he hand reared has got a good partner in crime now, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Look at that, what a beautiful bird, the European eagle owl. Long lifespan. Don't get one. Leave it to crazy people like Emily to work with them. This bird will live for more than 60 years. Does a lot of poo, coughs up smelly pellets, nibbles her fingers, makes a loud noise. But Emily loves it anyway, don't you, Emily?
Yeah.
Let's go see what else we can find. So let's go and have a chat with Osel. She's one of our really good volunteers who's been coming back now. She's actually coming several days a week, bless her. Let's go and see why, because she does a lot of work here. Let's go and ask her why. Osel, you're on camera.
Oh yes.
You look good on camera, Osel.
I'm standing guard waiting for Eclipse to possibly escape and come back.
Okay, with that brush, what are you going to do with Eclipse if she comes back?
Apparently I stand here like this and he becomes intimidated and then goes back to where he should
Oh,
be.
God, how do you stand? Yeah, that looks good. So, you've told me that you're coming here. You're on the vlog, by the way. This is what you've told me. You're coming here now 4 days a week, and I know you do a real lot of hard graft here.
Yes.
All behind the scenes stuff and front of house, if you like, but really hard, proper graft. Why do you want to do that for free 4 days a week?
Because I love being around birds of prey.
Fair enough.
It's just wonderful. It's an honour. A
It's an honour.
privilege.
A privilege. It is a privilege. I think that's what we have to tell ourselves, because often when you are doing all the cleaning out and all the hard work, it's hard work, isn't it? And you do have to tell yourself it's a privilege. And you know, people, I guess, pay to come here for a day or half a day to be around the birds, and we get to do that for free.
Yeah.
But as I keep banging on about in these vlogs, it is about 90% graft and muck, isn't it?
It is,
For
yeah.
the 10% enjoying them, kind
It's
of
like
thing.
looking after any animal or creature.
Yeah.
It's mucking out, and
Well,
I call it room service.
It is. That's exactly what it is. It's literally that, isn't it? You know, putting up with all the lazy kind of what do you call someone? What's a hotel guest? You put it up with the lazy, dirty guests, aren't you? That
Yes.
kind of don't give a damn who's cleaning up their mess. Really is that, isn't it? But
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
do enjoy them. We've got some guests going on over there. Great friends of ours, Zay and Dave, and they're about to fly Luna. But we'll catch up with them later on. But for now, thanks for all the hard work, Osel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Earlier on in the vlog, you saw Emily with Luna. Luna's a female European eagle owl. She's a lovely dark example, and she's huge. Now, to give you some idea of size, with most birds of prey, again, the males are smaller than the females. And this is Roscoe. Oh, Roscoe. Now, Roscoe is heading towards 20 years old. But remember, these guys can live for 65 years plus. And I'm a bit of a move around now, because this is the time of year, it's autumn, and it's a time of year where very soon our full day experiences will come to an end, and we'll be running the half days up till Christmas due to the daylight levels or lengths. And we're going to pop Roscoe into his winter quarters, and he's going to chill out really for the winter time. So he's been removed from the aviary he has been in, and he's going to go into actually a larger one where he can see a lot of stuff in the countryside, so he doesn't get bored in there while we're not flying with him or working with him. European eagle owl, a real classic owl. And again, if you've watched any of our other videos, as beautiful as this animal is, I absolutely implore you, don't get an owl as a pet. They're really rubbish pets, they're really specialist, and they live an awfully long time, far longer than most people can be bothered with, seriously. So, really admire them in the hands of other people that have to do all the looking after them. But these kind of animals, they really are much better pets to get. As absolutely handsome and gorgeous as Roscoe is. Anyway, phone's ringing, I've got to go. Something I've not seen for a long time. Violet ground beetle. Sadly, it looks like he's been trodden on or attacked by a bird. One of the UK's most splendid beetles. He likes to eat nothing but really things like worms and small slugs. Out and out predators. And a big beetle too. What a shame he's injured, but maybe he's going to be okay. I'm going to move him off the path and give him the best chance, see what happens. He's lost an elytra or a wing case. Like a lot of ground beetles, they don't fly and have wings, whereas most beetles do. Over the course of this summer, you've seen our Pueblo milk snake babies hatching out. I think we hatched about 50 in the end, and this is one of the pairs of parents, and they're just getting ready, like our ladder snakes, to brumate. To the rest of us, that means hibernate. Really, mammals hibernate, reptiles brumate, they hibernate. So, lovely apricot female, in she goes, and a normal male here. So he's the father of all of our baby Pueblos, but we have two females. The other female's just doing a pre-hibernation slough, and she'll be joining them in a few days' time. So a bit of humidity, we don't want them to desiccate while they're hibernating, and they're going to be down to something like 50 degrees Fahrenheit for about 4 months. So it's great for us, 4 months, when quite a few of our snakes, we don't have to clean them out, we don't have to feed them, we just change their water once a week, and they just chill out, literally hibernate the winter away, just like they would in the wild. It's not just, of course, so we can be lazy for a few months with them. It actually is a cycle that many of these species really need to trigger their springtime breeding. They breed in the spring as they wake up and the temperature warms. It triggers that natural cycle. So they're going to just relax there. How lovely, how lovely. No stress. You can just sleep the winter away. Catch up with them in the spring. But for now, more snakes to clean. What a year 2020 has been so far. Hardly any foreign holidays, in fact none for us. We should be in Cuba right now, looking at rainforest species and a lovely bit of paradise, a nice quiet place. Snorkeling, looking at beautiful fish in the sea. None of that's happened this year because of COVID, has it? 2 years ago today, we were really lucky. We was in Australia visiting pommy friends that emigrated there a very long time ago. And animals like this beautiful blue-tongued skink bindi. Now bindi's a subspecies or a species that lives in islands above Australia. But check out this video here. Actually catching briefly and studying these kinds of animals that I grew up with as pets. Actually seeing them in their native habitat and finding them and holding them and looking at them and studying them just briefly was absolutely amazing. Now check out this other video. Me trying to catch venomous snakes to get a close look. I'm getting old, getting slow. We did find some, we did catch some, but not a red belly black snake. My friend today, Pete, he sent me via WhatsApp, the miracles of modern technology, a video of another kind of skink he saw walking the dogs today. Now he's lived in New South Wales for the best part of 2 decades, and he's never seen one of these land mullets, that's what they're called. Another big species of skink. Check it out. For us in the UK, finding red belly black snakes along the paths on the walk to the kids' school, or land mullet or blue-tongued skinks in your garden, is an absolute dream, something we can't imagine, because in the cold UK, our reptile and herptile life is so much less varied and so much less common. It's freezing cold here all the time. But check out the videos. We hope you like them. We hope next year we're going to get out of the UK and explore some other wildlife. But for now, all we can do is enjoy the fantastic wildlife here in the UK, the stuff we meet on a daily basis and the stuff we have to go and check out for sure. The UK has got some of the most amazing species of animals in the world, world-beating stuff. But if you like reptiles like me, the hot countries are where the diversity actually is. So, hope you enjoyed this little part of the vlog. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. We were talking about hibernating some of our reptiles recently in the vlog, and if you look here, so far, these are our breeding snakes, or some of them, that come from Europe or indeed North America, where you get a really distinct winter. And we've got eye lizards, we've got hognose snakes, we've got milk snakes, ladder snakes, bull snakes, and they're in here hibernating. Now what we've done over the last few days is we've gradually reduced their temperatures down from their living hot daytime around 28 degrees centigrade and about 24 centigrade at night. We've gradually decreased their temperature. If you look here now, we've got it set for 12 degrees centigrade, and that's going to go down to 11 degrees centigrade over the next couple of days and hover around there. Ironically, the temperatures here, it's the end of October here in the UK, it's actually gone beautifully mild for the last few days. So we have a small heater, and that fan heater just makes sure the temperature stays at 11 degrees and no lower. But the ambient temperature is actually higher in the day anyway. For now, most of them have got a bit of access to the decreasing daylight, but in the next couple of days, all going to be covered up, darkened down, just like they're in a hibernaculum, and they're just going to hibernate there, and their body temperature will be the same as the surrounding temperature, about 11 degrees. Now, they're hibernating, but if you want to be really sort of technical, only mammals hibernate, and we say that reptiles and amphibians brumate, but you guys know exactly what I mean. So they're going to spend, it's end of October, they're going to spend November, December, January and February basically in torpor, sleeping. And then we're going to wake them up at the end of February, gradually increase the temperature, give them access to the daylight again so they can start to sort of work out gradually day and night as their body temperature warms up. And then very quickly, really in a few days, they'll be back in the reptile room, eating, shedding, and then this key thing, the whole point of this winter dormancy, replicating nature, is it triggers their spring breeding. And without that, many species, they won't breed and they sort of can't breed. It's important internally and for their body clocks and their annual body clock. So hopefully milk snakes, hopefully, well, possibly ladder snakes will be breeding next year. And as well as, of course, our false water cobras, which do get a shorter photo period. And the false water cobras do get cooler winter temperatures for a couple of months around December, January, sort of February time, but nowhere near this cold because they're tropical animals, so they'll just get a few degrees reduction at night. For now, loads less snakes and animals for us to look after. Don't have to feed them. We check their water bowls once a week. It's really important they don't dehydrate while they're actually brumating. You'll get to see them again in the spring. My blue beauty snakes. This is our largest one, and he's gone into blue, so he's getting ready to shed. And that means there's basically a milky fluid separating the very outermost layer of skin from the rest, enabling it to then lubricate it to peel off. And you can see that because the snake's eyes are covered in skin, they don't have eyelids, and now you can see why we say gone into blue. It's quite clear. His eyes have gone blue because basically he's got a clear or bluish layer of fluid under his skin, so it's now covering his eyes underneath that eye spectacle. And blue beauty snakes are known for being snappy things, but this guy can hardly see anything now, so he's feeling much more vulnerable. And even a placid snake, if you can, it's always best to kind of leave them alone and not handle them too much or at all while they're in blue, because they feel a bit more nervous, they're not sure what's going on, they can't see. So his defensive posture, not sure what there is, and he can sense some movement, so I'm keeping very still. But what an absolute beautiful snake. And in a few days' time, when he sheds his skin, he's really going to be magnificent, because they look at their worst at this point, all the colours are subdued, and when they shed that lovely fresh layer of skin, he's exposed, if you like, real beautiful. So he's in full strike position. Let's see if we can back off and let him chill out. Vietnamese blue beauty snakes. It's going to be 2 more years before we can start breeding ours because the females are young, but I can't wait to see some beautiful baby blue beauties here at Raptor Exotics. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned till next time, like and subscribe.